TP in the place to be, man. Y'all go ahead and hit the like button, man. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. We're finna go ahead and get into it. We're on the road to 1K subs, and I appreciate everybody who subbed on the way or along the way. But, yeah, man, go ahead and share this video. We're finna go ahead and get into it, man. This Wack100 talking to the feds. He on Clubhouse showing the video, so we're finna go ahead and get into the situation. Background information. We got J Prince. You know, they had a recent situation with Takeoff and Quavo where it was some guys on J Prince side who I guess had an altercation with Quavo and them. And, you know, that took the life of Takeoff. So that's kind of the background information. That's the reason why, you know, Wack100 speaking on the situation. But yeah, he got a call from the feds. We finna go ahead and get into it.
I'm on mute because I'm at the arcade, but I'm listening.
Who got the thing? Play that shit. So you want me to play that shit? Play it. You know, that shit. Niggas need to know how to deal with this shit in case they ever in that situation.
That's some real
Play that shit.
Hold on, everybody meet up.
How y'all deal with this shit? Y'all know me and this nigga don't see eye to eye, but you got to now see how niggas get caught up.
Motherfuckers need to be quiet.
Yes, sir, and James Prince Sr.?
I mean, I wouldn't have no information other than just me helping with a Larry Hoover project.
Okay, yes, sir. Well, that's what I'm kind of wanting to talk to you about.
Okay. Well, what's wrong with me working on a Larry Hoover project?
No, sir. No, nothing's wrong whatsoever with it. I'm glad someone is advocating for him. That wasn't the issue. I was just information has been provided that you had some disagreements with Mr. Prince. Are you familiar with him?
I mean, I know who he is, but I don't have no issues with Mr. Prince.
Okay. So,
I mean, a disagreement is a disagreement. I don't know how that factors in the FBI.
Well,
She's like, hold on, buddy. Let me tell you why. And that was it. But of course, like I said, I feel like there's some information in the background that the lady from the FBI knows, the detective knows. She ain't just calling him just because, you know, she has a random hunch and all that other stuff. No, she probably knows it was some stuff probably said here and there. And she's just trying to see if Wack100 gonna go ahead and tell her, you know, everything that she wants to hear. So
I think Mr. Jones, on the YouTube videos going back and forth with him calling you a snitch and you calling him one and all of that would be where we received information that there was possibly a disagreement.
Yeah, even if we did do that, why would that be interest of the FBI? Because neither one of us have any bearing cases pending against one another. We have never done any business with one another. As far as I know, Mr. Prince is a businessman as I am, so regardless of what we said to each other, as far as a snitch and not being a snitch, like why would that be interest of the FBI? That's what's kind of confusing to me.
Okay, no, I can explain that. I mean, of course, there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. We're just making sure that no threats have been made to you from anyone associated with him over y'all's dispute.
So, you know, this is kind of where the idea where like Wack could possibly be an informant is coming from, because she's asking like, is he threatening you possibly? She ain't also necessarily asking, is Wack100 threatening him back, or are they into some situation going on? She's really kind of asking, has he threatened you? She's trying to kind of get some information from him. So, you know, we're gonna get into it more and see kind of what the premise of the situation, the premise of the situation is. We're gonna go ahead and get to it.
No, I haven't. No threats have been made, nor do I feel threatened. You know, two men get angry, two men say things. We've both been in each other's presence from time to time. I know his children. Nah, not at all. I don't feel a threat. Was it something you guys know that I don't know? Because Yeah, folks don't concerned. It's just
Wack's trying to pull that, you know, real confused card. And, you know, it's funny, she kind of snickered. I don't know if she really knows something she not trying to say, because, you know, the feds don't necessarily tell every side, like, what they know. They might talk to you real nice. They might talk to them real nice. They might get both of y'all if they find out something's going on in between. So, you know, we're going to see how Wack100 tries to play out the situation. You know, see if he does it the right way. Because it seemed like something's going on. But, you know, let's
the daily bullshit propaganda that happens on social media.
Oh, yes, sir, I understand that, but I think you could kind of understand that sometimes things go past social media, and we were provided information that possibly that something went beyond that, and so we're just calling to clarify and make sure that you haven't been threatened, or anyone that you know that have been threatened by him or his associates regarding the disputes that you've had.
So, first things first. If y'all hearing it, she's saying the feds be watching social media. Stuff does go past social media, and they will go ahead and put their nose into it. She pretty much giving us that info right now. You ain't hear it. That's pretty much what she said. She's saying, you know, things go past social media. You know that. She pretty, you know, they probably watch some YouTube. They probably put some views on the board. They probably definitely see some Wack100 clubhouses. He's talking about everybody on the scene. He know everybody who did it, or he always knows somebody who possibly was involved. So, you know, she trying to see what he finna go ahead and give up, but it's
over social media, over YouTube, over Instagram, and all of that.
No, Mr. Prince has an issue. Any threats towards me, I don't feel threatened. I've said to him the same things he said to me, and that's just two men saying things. I don't think it's that serious of a situation. As far as I know, Mr. Prince is continuing his business in his community as I am. I don't even understand. Like I said, I don't know what you guys have going on, what you guys heard. That's above my reach. But me personally, no, I haven't got any threats, nor do I feel threatened by the man.
Okay, so are y'all working together on the Free Larry Hoover project?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. It's not the ownership of the project is not mine. It belongs to somebody else. I'm just assisting that individual.
No,
I did put the attorneys in contact with their family attorney. So at this point, it's not even a conversation between me and Jay Prince. It's a conversation between the individual who owns the content on my side, attorney, and the Hoover family attorney. So it's, for the last month or so, you haven't heard me and Mr. Prince say really anything to each other because there's no need to.
Okay, understandable. Mr. Jones, was there ever, I know there was I don't know, did she record an interview?
I mean, I'm pretty sure they know Wack100 is talking about him right now on Clubhouse. I'm pretty sure they can type in Wack100 Clubhouse and see the past week, 2 days, month of Wack100 talking about, I mean, not month, I'm telling you, last week, Wack100 talking about Jay Prince Jr. and them. So it ain't like they can't subpoena for DMs and things like that from, Instagram, Twitter. So it's not like they can't find out this information that is going on. So they might just be asking Wack because they already know. They could be trying to get folks from both ends. So, we definitely don't know how deep the situation goes because they don't talk nice on the phone. They're going to make sure everything seems cool. They're going to make sure they talk to you where you kind of know a little bit what's going on, not too much. And, you know, they're going to just move from there. So, you know, it's crazy that they did call him. You know, some folks going to say, oh, well, why would he stay on the phone? Why would he just hang up? Well, if you hang up, they're going to pull up on you. So what's the point? Would you rather them pull up on you? Like, where you possibly got stuff going on? Or would you rather them call you on the phone where you can kind of, you know, you kind of make stuff look like it's cool, even if it's not? Like, I don't know which situation y'all would rather him do. So I understand him staying on the phone, talking to them, trying to milk them for information as they're trying to milk him for information. You know, it makes sense. You know, more information that he kind of gets on his end. He's like, he can understand, you know, whether they are trying to like target him or if it is something going on. You know, he definitely needs to tread lightly if he does want to retaliate in the situation. You know, so Wack, you might want to just sit back and let them go ahead and do what they got to do, because clearly, you know, their antennas is up. Your antennas should be up too, since they called you and let you know that, you know, at least you know something, that you might be on the radar too. You might want to slow down with the clubhouse. You might want to let folks just go ahead and run some of the rooms for a little bit. You just sit back, just make sure everything's kind of mediated well, and kind of just kind of move along. You can kind of come back, say stuff here and there, but you can kind of tell stuff might not be looking necessarily good for you either. So that's just my take on you know, this call getting you know, Wack being called and all that. It just seems like, you know, it's not just J. Prince Jr. who should be looking like, oh, they after me, or they might be paying attention. Wack, you might want to go ahead and look at it the same exact way.
I don't have her name present, but she's out of LA, and she recorded a video with Mr. Hoover at one time. Are you familiar with that?
Somebody recording a video with Mr. Hoover?
Or an interview. She conducted an interview.
Oh, yeah, we have 5 hours of interview.
Yes, sir. And okay, and it was a female, correct? I don't have her name with me at this exact moment.
It's an elderly woman that owns it.
Yes, sir. And let me ask you this. Have you ever heard of any information that Mr. Prince or his associates has tried to request that information, the video from her?
Oh, no. Well, I'm the one that alerted him that the footage was real, and tried to merge a deal with them because they own the life rights. This is the rights of a regular documentary that was recorded while he was in prison. So I just try to bring the two parties together to see if they can make it one big situation. So
yes, sir. And so who owns the rights to that interview?
The lady who has the footage, she has the contract. I have the contract. I forward the contracts to the family attorneys. She's been on it since 1998.
Yes, sir. And did Mr. Prince attempt to get the rights to that interview?
No, he attempted to negotiate a deal if possible, and the negotiations are still going on. But
Okay.
That's his business. Nothing wrong with him negotiating.
Oh, absolutely not. I'm not implying that whatsoever. Just some information that we received was that the documentary, the businesswoman didn't want to really give up the documentary, and possibly could have been pressured to do so.
No, I don't know anything about her being pressured. She had a conversation on my phone. It was just a simple business conversation. When you're doing business, there's always offer. Either you're going to accept the offer or you're going to continue to negotiate. So as of right now, we're still negotiating. She's negotiating. It's just the two attorneys are talking and they're figuring it out. Other than that, Mr. Prince has been a close friend to the Hoover family. He's done a lot of business, overseen a lot of business, so the man is well in his right to attempt to negotiate. But that's all it was negotiations. No more, no less.
Okay.
So it seemed like kind of how Wack's trying to, how he's trying to make the situation look like is, they were trying to negotiate for the information, things like that. I feel like the feds probably picked up the fact that they might have sent some threats to that lady trying to get the information from her. You know what I mean? It would make more sense that, because why would the feds be alerted? Why would they be calling you? Or why would they call you? You call them right back. You know what I mean? And then how did you call them back, though? Is a good question, too. Like, I mean, you know, that's a good question. You know, it's going to be up in the airways. Like, well, how you call the feds back? You know, very, very, very great question. But, you know, I feel like the lady, she definitely hit on that point because she didn't want you to, like, try to keep going into circles into different directions, because she probably got time. She probably got to go ahead and get onto another case and do something else. You know what I mean? You know, it ain't just this going on. So, you know, as Wack does what he does, I feel like she's kind of like, okay, let's move along.
Well, I appreciate your time. Thank you so much for talking to me. If you want to keep my number and anything comes up, or you hear of anything dealing with any type of threat or...
Yo.
Low key, man. He need to take that number and throw that number away, low key. I mean, boy, I understand it's good to, you know, understand what you're up against. But at the end of the day, having that number, how he's involved in the streets, they gonna be looking at him like, boy, you 12 as hell. Like, boy, come on now. You like, he definitely seemed like somebody who might be definitely on the radar. You might, if you fool with him, you might want to not fool with him, or might want to get from around him because he might have some things going on that might get him wrapped up. That's just my take on it. You know, whether he takes the number or not, I don't know. But in my opinion, he need to throw that number. If he takes the number, keeps the number, you know what I mean? You know, that's the issue. It's going to be hard for us to necessarily know that, but, you know, being able to watch his actions and see what happens in the meantime, folks will be able to decipher if, you know, if he's in touch with them boys, you know, trying to lock up them folks. Because if he is, then what everybody's saying about him being like 6'9", you know, could be the truth. He do be on Clubhouse all day, talking, telling everybody's business, even sometimes telling his business, always being there charging him up, or he be trying to charge folks up. It just be like Wack, like you seem like somebody who might have to go ahead and tell, because you got so much on the line that it might not be good for you either way it go. But that's just my take on the situation, man. Y'all let me know how y'all feel. I feel like he talked to him the right way, but you know, but it's just how it ended. It's gonna be kind of hard. Like the fact that she kind of gave him the number, said if you need me to reach me, you know, it's just, you know, that's just the one thing that I feel like is gonna give him the hardest time with that conversation. But like I said earlier, though, you definitely wanted to, you know, probably reach out to them before they came up and pulled up on you, because you know they will. 4, 5, 6 in the morning, you know, early when you sleep. So that's just definitely my take on the situation, man. Y'all definitely give me y'all's take in the comment box, man. Y'all gotta hit the like button if you haven't already. Turn the notification bell on and definitely subscribe. We're on the road to 1K subs. Y'all take care. We finna get out of that next one. Y'all stay out the way.